Hi, today we'll take a deep dive into retinol. What does it do? How does it act? How to use it? Can sensitive skin type use a retinol? What all should you pair with retinol? What you should not use with retinol? What are the things that retinol can do, cannot do? Everything under the sun about retinol. I'm Dr. Aanchal, Panth dermatologist, and get ready to learn everything you need to know about retinol. So what is a retinol? It's a vitamin A derivative. This retinol acts on the nucleus of the cell and causes certain changes in the DNA. Okay, so that is how it acts. So when you apply it as a cream on the skin, it improves collagen synthesis and reduces the appearance of fine lines, also reduces the appearance of dark spots. It also causes increase in cell turnover, therefore reducing dullness on the skin. It also acts on the sebaceous glands on the skin and reduces the excess production of sebum from the skin. So it also helps in reducing acne. How do retinols work? They have to undergo some conversion in the skin to an active form retinoic acid. Okay, so this is how it works. The retinyl esters get converted into retinol, retinol into retinaldehyde, and retinaldehyde into retinoic acid. So that's why retinol is better tolerated and is less irritating on the skin as compared to tretinoin, which is a retinoic acid. How to use a retinol? We know that retinol should always be used at night. Retinol gets deactivated on exposure to sunlight, so there is no point using retinol in the morning time. So always use a retinol in your nighttime skincare routine. This Pure Bubbles face cream with retinol is a good choice. It has retinol 0.3% along with peptides. The combination of retinol and peptide works really well. Peptides is a humectant, draws water into the skin, reduces the irritation potential of retinol, and also is known to stimulate collagen buildup. So a combination of retinol and peptide works really well in your nighttime skincare routine. This cream also contains niacinamide, azelaic acid, shea butter, allantoin and hyaluronic acid. Niacinamide helps in reducing dark spots and also controlling acne. Azelaic acid is a really good ingredient to reduce dark spots. So this retinol is a good choice if you are somebody who's struggling with dark spots and melasma. Then along with the benefits of retinol, you also get the benefits of niacinamide and azelaic acid. It also contains hyaluronic acid and allantoin, which makes it very gentle on the skin and not irritating. As it contains retinol, it is more effective than creams that contain retinyl esters, and also the presence of hyaluronic acid makes this very gentle on the skin. So this cream will suit even those with dry and sensitive skin type. This Pure Bubbles retinol has a yellow oil gel-like texture. It spreads easily and feels very moisturizing. On a clean dry face, take a pea-sized amount and apply it on the affected areas. Remember to protect the corners of the eyes, nose and mouth with Vaseline. The pea-size amount can be distributed as dots on all over the face. Spread it. You don't have to massage it. Apply it as a thin layer on the skin, and you can go ahead and apply a moisturizer over this. Start this with twice a week application, and once you're able to tolerate, you can slowly build it up to alternate nights and even every night. If you have dry or normal skin, then you can apply a layer of moisturizer first, then apply a retinol, and then again apply a moisturizer after about 15 to 20 minutes. This is known as the sandwich technique. So with the sandwich technique, the chances of dryness on the skin and irritation goes down significantly. So you can do it if you have normal or dry skin. I want to thank Pure Bubbles for collaborating with me on this part of the video. Now let's move on to the rest of the video. So what is the percentage of retinol that you need? It depends upon your skin type. If you have oily or combination skin type, you can start with a 0.3 or a 0.5% retinol. If you have dry or sensitive skin type, then I would say start with a 0.1% retinol and then slowly build up. What will retinol do? Retinol helps in improving skin texture. It boosts collagen synthesis, so reduces the appearance of fine lines. It also reduces the appearance of dark spots, makes the skin tone appear more even. It reduces the dullness on the skin because of increased cell turnover and makes your skin appear more plump and fresh. It also reduces the appearance of freckles on the skin, and as it boosts collagen formation, it also improves open pores and shallow scars on the skin. So retinol is a good ingredient to include in your skincare routine at the night time. So what will a retinol do in terms of anti-aging? So it will help in reducing fine lines and wrinkles, helps in making your skin tone more even, and makes your skin appear less dull and fresher. What will a retinol not do? Retinol will not improve your sagging, will not improve dynamic wrinkles. So when you're smiling and when you're frowning, the kind of lines that you get on your forehead and the skin, this will not improve with retinol. Okay, just a topical application is not going to improve these dynamic lines. Also, if you have a lot of sagging, jowling, this will not be improved with retinol. Also, if you have deep scars or acne scars, using just retinol is not going to get rid of the scars. Should you mix retinol with a moisturizer? No, never mix retinol with a moisturizer, because whenever you mix it, it'll never be a homogeneous, uniform mixture. There'll be certain areas which will have more retinol than the other. Okay, so even if you have dry skin, it's better to first use a layer of moisturizer, then use the retinol, then moisturizer on top. This is always better than mixing the retinol with a moisturizer, because what happens is if certain areas get more retinol than the others, then it can lead to more irritation in that area. So better not to mix it, but apply it as a layer. How to read an ingredient list and know that it has retinol in it. So these are few derivatives of retinol that are usually present in your night cream. They are retinol esters, which are retinol palmitate, retinol propionate, retinol acetate, retinol and retinaldehyde. So if your cream contains any of these agents, it means that your cream contains a retinol or a derivative of vitamin A. Can skin look worse after using a retinol? Some patients do complain that their open pores are looking more prominent and their fine lines are looking more prominent after using a retinol. So why does this happen? Retinol causes shedding of the dead skin layer. So this exposes the dead skin that was accumulated on the top of the area which has open pores. So when that is shed, the open pores can look more prominent. But with time, retinol will cause collagen building and stimulation of collagen formation. So then the pores will look less prominent. But when you continue to use retinol, it will boost collagen synthesis, give more support to the hair follicle, and then these pores look less prominent. So why do fine lines look more prominent? This is because of dryness. If your skin is dry, then retinol tends to make it more dry, and then the fine lines look more prominent. So in this case, if you use a good moisturizer, then your fine lines will not look very prominent. So always remember that whenever you're using a retinol, using a proper moisturizer is very, very important. Otherwise, you will not be able to see the results of retinol. So when will you see the results of retinol? It will take up to 6 months for you to start noticing results whenever you're using a retinol. Yes, it's a very slow process. You need a lot of patience. You have to be very persistent with treatment. It's not something that will give you great skin, in a day, in a week or a month. Okay, it takes up to 6 months for you to notice results. Where if you want to notice results in your fine lines and wrinkles, then it will take up to 9 months for those results to be visible. So be persistent, be regular with your retinol cream, and you will definitely see results in the long term. So they say, that retinol is an ingredient that your skin will thank you for using a decade down the line. So when you look back in your 40s and 50s, then you look back and notice that your skin looks so much better, and that is because of retinol. Does it make your skin darker? So when you start using retinol, like I said before, it sheds the skin and it can make your skin a little sensitive towards the effects of the sun. So using a sunscreen is very, very important whenever you're using a retinol. So it can make your skin more prone to tanning. So that is when you notice a little bit of darkening when you start using a retinol. So make sure that you use a sunscreen regularly and reapply the sunscreen every 2 hours during the daytime in order to reduce these effects. Will I purge when using a retinol? Retinol does cause a little bit of purging. What is purging? Purging means that there is increase in the number of acne that you develop in areas where you already have acne. But if you are developing acne in new areas or in areas where you do not have any whiteheads or never had acne before, then it could be irritation to the product rather than purging. Yes, retinol can cause purging and it can last from 3 to 4 weeks. If you're having purging for longer than this, then please consult your dermatologist, because you will require some other agents in order to control the eruptions. Whenever you use retinol, if there's a lot of redness, flaking, irritation, itching, then it might be irritation to the retinol rather than purging. Can sensitive skin use retinol? It is very tricky for a person with sensitive skin to start a retinol, and all sensitive skin types are not the same. So I do not want to recommend anybody with sensitive skin type or rosacea to start retinol on their own. Please visit a dermatologist and get a prescription medication so that you know that you have somebody to look after your skin if something goes wrong. Okay, so if you are somebody with a sensitive skin type or rosacea wanting to start a retinol, it's always best to first consult a dermatologist and get that sorted and have a dermatologist on board whenever you're using a retinol. Remember that you need to start slow if you have sensitive skin. Start with once or twice in a week and then slowly build up to alternate nights. Make sure that you are applying an ample amount of moisturizer twice in a day and also practicing strict sun protection during the daytime. Moisturizer and sunscreen are very, very important in order to get good results with retinol, especially when you have sensitive skin. So what can you pair a retinol with? This is a very commonly asked question. You can pair retinol with peptides, hyaluronic acid, azelaic acid, niacinamide, kojic acid, alpha-arbutin, and ceramides. What should you avoid with a retinol? Never use a retinol with a salicylic acid, glycolic acid, benzoyl peroxide, or a vitamin C. Though there are formulations available which have vitamin C and retinol together, that can be used because the pH is balanced in a certain way and they are using the kind of a derivative of vitamin C and retinol that work well together. Otherwise, using a separate vitamin C and a retinol is not advised. Better to use vitamin C in the morning, followed by a moisturizer and a sunscreen, and a retinol at night. This way, you will get benefits of both the vitamin C and a retinol. So there you go, a detailed video on retinol. I hope I was able to answer all your retinol related questions. If I missed anything, you can mention it in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them all. If you like such skin and hair related content, please follow me on my Instagram handle, Dr. Aanchal MD, where I post such skin and hair related content daily. I want to thank Pure Bubbles for collaborating with me on this part of the video. You can buy your favorite skincare products from their website, purebubblesskincare.com. You can use my coupon code Dr. Aanchal to get 10% off on all their products.